Laches. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Geoffrey Edwards. Laches, or Courage, by Plato. Translated by Benjamin Jowett. Persons of the Dialogue. Lysimachus, son of Aristides. Melesias, son of Thucydides. Their sons. Nicias, Laches, Socrates. Lysimachus. You have seen the exhibition of the man fighting in armor, Nicias and Laches, but we did not tell you at the time the reason why my friend Melesias and I asked you to go with us and see him. I think that we may as well confess this, for we certainly ought not to have any reserve with you. The reason was that we were intending to ask your advice. Some laugh at the very notion of advising others, and, when they are asked, will not say what they think. They guess at the wishes of the person who asks them, and answer according to his, and not according to their own opinion. But, as we know that you are good judges, and will say exactly what you think, we have taken you into our counsels. And the matter about which I am making all this preface is just this. Melesias and I have two sons. That is his son, and he is named Thucydides after his grandfather, and this is mine, who is also called after his grandfather Aristides. Now we are resolved to take the greatest care of the youths, and not to let them run about as they like, which is too often the way with the young, when they are no longer children, but to begin at once and do the utmost that we can for them. And, knowing that you have sons of your own, we thought that you were most likely to have attended to their training and improvement. And if you have not, we may remind you that you ought to have attended to them, and would invite you to assist us in the fulfillment of a common duty. I will tell you, Nicias and Laches, even at the risk of being tedious, how we came to think of this. Melesias and I live together, and our two sons live with us, and now, as I was saying at first, we are going to confess to you. Both of us often talk to the lads about the many noble deeds which our fathers did in war and peace, in the management of the allies, and also of the affairs of the city, but neither of us has any deeds of his own which he can show. Now we are somewhat ashamed of this contrast being seen by them, and we blame our fathers for letting us be spoiled in the days of our youth, while they were occupied with the concerns of others. And this we point out to the lads, and tell them that they will not grow up to honor if they are rebellious and take no pains about themselves, but that if they take pains they may, perhaps, become worthy of the names which they bear. They, on their part, promise to comply with our wishes, and our care is to discover what studies or pursuits are likely to be most improving to them. Some one told us of this art of using weapons, which, he said, was an excellent accomplishment for a young man to learn, and he praised the man whose exhibition you have seen, and told us to go and see him. And we determined to go, and to get you to accompany us, and if you did not object, we thought that we would take counsel with you about the education of our sons. That is the matter about which we wanted to talk with you, and we hope that you will give us your opinion about this, and about any other studies or pursuits which may or may not be desirable for a young man to learn. Please to say whether you object to our proposal. Nicias. As far as I am concerned, Lysimachus and Melesias, I applaud your purpose, and will gladly assist you, and I believe that you, Laches, will be equally glad. Laches. Certainly, Nicias, and I quite approve of the remark which Lysimachus made about his own father, and the father of Melesias, and which is applicable not only to them, but to us, and to every one who is occupied with public affairs. As he says, they are too apt to be negligent and careless of their own children and their private concerns. There is much truth in that remark of yours, Lysimachus, but why do you not consult our friend Socrates instead of consulting us about the education of the youths? He is of the same deme with you, and is always passing his time in places in which
Sample complete. Ready to continue?